Men also cry. A story of love, sacrifice. Mr. Chukwudi was your regular good man. The kind of man who would rather miss lunch than see his kids miss breakfast. He lived with his wife, Nneka, and their two lovely children, Ekene and Ebube. He worked as an accountant assist in a small private company. But he was the heartbeat of the office. Everyone liked him. He did his job without grumbling and cracked just enough dry jokes to keep the day moving. He was a very jovial man. At home, he was even more golden. He washed dishes, braided Ebube's hair on Sunday evenings, and even acted as referee during Emeka's one-man wrestling matches with the couch. He wasn't rich, but he was very rich in love and in the economy that counts. One night, while they lay in bed, scrolling through their phones, Nneka turned to him with that voice women use when they know they're about to ask for something big. Honey, I want to start a business. I need 2 million naira. Chukwudi froze. He blinked. 2 million? He asked, laughing nervously. Sweetheart, my 2 year salary doesn't even smell that kind of money. But Nneka gave him the look that said, you are my husband, you will figure it out. And because Chukwudi was a man of his word and heart, the next morning he marched into his boss's office and asked for 1 year salary advance. The boss nearly choked on his coffee. 1 year? Chukwudi, are you planning to marry a second wife or buy the whole market? But Chukwudi pleaded with him. After a heartfelt plea, the boss agreed to loan him 1 million naira with the condition that he will only get 20% of his monthly salary for the year while repaying the debt. Chukwudi went home like a warrior returning from battle. He handed the check over to Nneka, beaming with pride. But Nneka just looked at the check like, what is this? It's an insult. Only 1 million, she said. Only. The word stung, but Chukwudi swallowed the bitterness and promised to find the balance. That night, he called his friends, begged, borrowed, but he didn't steal from anybody. By the next evening, he handed over the second check of 1 million to Nneka. Nneka was thrilled. They even had a small barbecue that weekend with Ekene burning the meat and Ebube singing of key karaoke. Life was sweet. 2 weeks later, Nneka opened her boutique. Chukwudi showed up with flowers and the proud husbands grinned. Everything seemed perfect until it wasn't. Business was very slow. Customers strolled in like they were just coming in for sightseeing and not buying anything. Frustrated, Nneka visited Madam Ngozi, a family friend whose boutique was always buzzing. Ngozi, with her overly large eyelashes and mysterious wealth, had another plan. Ngozi told Nneka, "Sell below cost price, do giveaway, make noise online. People will notice you. And if your husband loves you, he will give you more money, even when your business is down." So Nneka came home, head full of different and fresh budget requests. "Honey, I need more money." Chukwudi was just eating bread and granite. He barely looked at her and sighed. "There is nothing left, not even under the mattress." Nneka exploded. "Your mates are building houses, buying cars. You just full of excuses." That night, Chukwudi went into the guest room and cried. Yes, men also cry. Especially when men who gave everything and still feel like they are not enough. The next day, he did what no man should have to do without a plan. He visited a money lender. When he could not get from that money lender, he visited another money lender. He borrowed with wicked interest and gave up his car as collateral. When Nneka asked about the car, he said it was overheating, so he just parked it in the mechanic. Nneka didn't really care. All she wanted was the money. Since Chukwudi gave him the money, she took the money and left for the shop. 2 days later, Chukwudi's daughter Ebube knocked on the door. "Daddy, are you okay?" He smiled. "Of course, princess, everything is under control." But then, everything wasn't under control. Ebube and Ekene talked to themselves. They knew their father was under pressure. They noticed the quiet stress. They noticed that their father sometimes do not have any meal to eat when he gets home. The way their once bubbling father went quiet told them something was wrong. 3 months later, Nneka came storming in again. "Chukwudi, I need 500k. My shop is dying. Do something." Chukwudi looked tired. "There is nothing left. The car is not with the mechanic. It's with the money lender. This house might be the next." Nneka just shouted, "You are just lazy. Your friends are succeeding, but you are drowning." Ebube spoke up. "Mommy, what do you mean?" Ekene joined. "Mommy, I overheard Daddy begging the money lender. His friends are also threatening him." Ebube, the daughter, nodded. "Daddy is suffering, and you don't even see it." Still, Nneka didn't believe. She angrily marched out of the house and went straight to Chukwudi's office. She barged into Chukwudi's boss in anger and showed down and was trying to talk every negative thing of Chukwudi. But Chukwudi's boss slowed her down. He brought out a debit book and pointed. "This man, Chukwudi, your husband, is a walking debt. All the debt he's collecting here is because of you. He has mortgaged his salary for the next 1 year. He has nothing. Out of magnanimity, we are giving him 20%, and he's still fighting to make sure you eat at home. All this he's doing because of you. Nneka went very cold. When Nneka got to her house, she was full of tears. She knelt down before the husband and children and apologized. I didn't know. I didn't see it like this. I thought you had some money but refused to support me. I never knew all you've been going through. Your boss showed me a lot of things my eyes never believed. He told me you are a walking debt. He said you are even owing some of the staffs individually, all because I was asking you for money. I am deeply sorry. Together, they all agreed to work as one beautiful family that they were in the past. Few weeks later, Nneka called the children and the husband and told them that they should sell the shop and use the money to repay part of their debt so that life can start the way they have been. Few days later, we were seen happily playing together as life is beginning to get back to normal. Moral of this story: real love isn't about how much you receive, but how much you see in the other person's effort. Sometimes the greatest people are the quiet ones who carry everybody's burden. Men cry, not because they are weak, but because they are human. A relationship built on teamwork and empathy will always outlast one built on entitlement and expectation. I hope you enjoyed our story. If you did, kindly give us a thumbs up, comment below to encourage us, and share this video. Please subscribe to this channel to help us grow and bring you more wonderful and morally entirely stories. Thank you and be blessed.